Good day, everybody, and welcome back to my page. I remain Joshua, and this morning I'm broadcasting from Dallas area in Texas. And based on my promise, I said I'm going to do a series on the JAPA series. So today I want us to look at three basic things you need to do when you prepare, you decided to move abroad. Like I told you, I'm not a fan of those who said no, don't move abroad. I'm not a fan that try to encourage you not to stay back home. So you have to weigh the two opinions, what resonates with you, what is good best for you. But like I always say, whichever one you decide to do, there is always a benefit, there is always a consequence, there is always, in life, generally, there is always two sides to every coin. So, and what they will say that you cannot eat your cake and have it. So, it's either you eat it or you keep it for a later day. You just have to do something. You can't be on the fence. So, like us, today I want us to look at three things you need to consider when you are planning to relocate abroad. Three things you need to consider very well, because a lot of people, they show up, like I said in my last video, with the wrong visa. Yeah, if you come in with the wrong visa, it doesn't really matter. You come in with the wrong visa, but there is still a solution for you. But it's just that the journey will be more tougher, and you go through a lot. And even when you are prepared and you even come with the right visa, it's not always easy, because you have to go through a lot, you have to do a lot to be able to fully integrate yourself into the organized society you are aiming to get into. First and foremost, let's talk about the preparation. You made up your mind, yeah, I want to go abroad. You should ask yourself this question: why am I going abroad? Am I going abroad because people are going abroad and they are coming back making money? Or am I going abroad to better myself? Or am I going abroad to prepare for the next generation to have? Or am I just going abroad because I just feel like going abroad? You must have a genuine reason. If you don't have a good reason to go abroad, you end up abroad, and a lot of people are here. They don't know the reason why they are here. And because of that, they keep moving around, just circling and circling. And people back home think, oh, they look up to them, oh, he's doing fine, he's doing. But in actual sense, they are not really doing fine. They are struggling. And some will even want to go. So it all boils down to your preparation, how you started. Because how you start, you go. And like I told you, everybody have a story. Everybody have a story. Some good, some bad, but everybody have a story. And everybody has a dark side. They went through a lot. They cried. And most also have a good story at the end of the day. But it just amounts to your determination, your dedication, and the efforts you put into it, and going the right way. First and foremost, when you want to go abroad, please research about that country. Do an extensive research. You see, the cyberspace has made it easier. There is no information you're looking for. Now, it's at your fingerprint, it's on your phone. Not even on your laptop, on your phone. So do an extensive research. research about the way of life of the country you are going to, research about their their mode of life, research about their culture. Because when you get into that destination, you definitely have to experience what you call cultural shock because you are coming from one culture into another culture. So you need to first of all learn about okay what and what, so that you don't just come and be saying why are they doing this one, because that is each uh, nation of the world have their own culture, and your ability to embrace the people's culture that you're going into will help you a lot. Because if you are not able to embrace the culture and assimilate into it, it will be an issue. So number one is do an extensive research. Go on your Google, research about that country. If possible, research about the city you want to go into. Research about Nigerians who lives in that city. How have they make it? And if you can get a link to somebody abroad, if you have relations and this thing, that would even be a good one. And ask them questions. Don't just look at the affluent side. Oh, okay, bro, you no. Ask them. Tell me what are the things you went through. So that it will get you prepared. It's not going to scare you, not scary, but it will get you prepared that okay, I'm getting into this tunnel, so that when you come across it won't be a surprise, it won't be a shock to you. You'll be able to know, okay, fine, he said this. And that is where mentorship comes into. We'll be talking about mentorship also when we get in there. So number one is do your research, and research. Ask questions. And when you ask questions and they give you some answers that does not resonate with you, no one. Don't discard it. Don't say, oh, like they always say, I want fucking wa abroad. I want fucking wa. I want them to really long you. I want the fake wa. No, don't think that way. Because if they are, whatever they're telling you, the experience they go through, it's real. But people won't show you the aspect of their life. They just want to show you the affluence, the glamorous thing they have been able to achieve abroad. But before they get to that stage, what are the can-dos? So many people are in their closet, they cry. They cry. I have cried so many times. But and when they come out on social media, putting on nice clothes, showing you nice pictures, nice environment, or you think it's no. Ask those questions so that it will prepare you, so that you won't be shocked. Because a lot of people, they have seen people who made a turnaround say, no, I can't do this. I can't go through this. So you have to make your research, do your research, and know the environment you are going into, so that to give you a forehead. Then secondly, when you are preparing that you want to go abroad, don't stop your life. Whatever you're doing in Nigeria, keep on doing it. Keep on working on it. Keep on developing on it. Don't just, if you're a student, don't just, okay, I'm going abroad in a year's time, so I don't need to go to school. I don't need to, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep preparing yourself. Because whatever you have, whatever you have been able to inculcate into yourself, build into yourself, will go a long way with you. So don't say, I'm leaving. No, don't be in a hurry to leave. Because if you're in a hurry to leave and you get to your destination and you discover that you've lost a lot of things during the preparation and you can't go back, then it's become a little bit difficult. So when you have something going on with you, okay, have it as a dream on your mind. While you are working on it, keep working on whatever you are working on. Because it has a way of transiting into the organized society. And also I want you to remember, you are coming to an organized society. It's so high, it's highly, when I say it's highly organized, it's highly organized. You can't just get in and wriggle your way, boom, boom, boom. Because here, there are standards, and there are principles, and there are policies which they follow to the core, to the letter. You know, in Nigeria, things come, okay, I want just do like this, go like this. It doesn't work that way. So when you are coming abroad, you come in, start preparing yourself, start organizing yourself, start aligning yourself, because you have to be aligned. If you are not aligned, within 2 seconds, you are out. So you have to align. So, like I said, prepare yourself. Keep on doing whatever you're doing before the dreams materialize. Don't just abandon everything for years, hoping, okay, I'm leaving. Because at times it might not work out. So, and if you have not been doing something, you've lost those years, they won't back home. And if it still works, you'll gain a lot of knowledge, which you transfer. Then, thirdly, secondly, another thing I want you to look about when you're after doing your research, learn a trade. Ask questions from people abroad. What can I do better? What value can I add better? You see, because this system is an organized society, it's a structured society, they could see your value. They want to see the value you're adding. You should be able to add value to the society. If you're not able to add value, it will be difficult for you. And like they always say, nothing is free. Nothing is free, even in free time. So it is the value you are able to bring to the table that you, as a person also, will be able to, they pay you based on your value. Yeah, they say, oh, yeah, they pay by time. Yeah. But you can actually convert that time to a more value so that you can work less and earn more. But if you are not bringing in a good value, you discover that you work more but earn less. And that is the major problem we, the Africans, are having. We are not bringing much value. So most of us, as we're coming, we just go into that low-paying job because of the dollar exchange rate, and we're just there, just cycling. Just cycling. And at the end of the day, I say, why am I not moving forward? I'm adding value. Yeah, you add time. You're adding time, but not much value. Because the higher you go in life, you discover that those who earn more, they work less because they work with skills. They got skills. But those who work more, they do psychomotor job. They work with their hand, they work with their energy, and they do most of those work, and they are usually paid lesser. And that's why if you see the other community, the Indians community, for example, in this country, they've been able to make themselves very productive, very valuable when it comes to IT jobs and this thing, because they are there. You won't see them in factories, most of them. The Chinese also. So, because they're able to bring in more value. But most of us from Africa, what we try to do is we just want to get to the destination without preparing for the destination. And when I get to destination, it becomes an issue. at times some want to replicate what happened, what they do in a year. No, you can't do that here. You do that here, you'll be behind bar fast than you even before you even know it. So when you're coming abroad, learn a trade, ask questions. What can you do? The organized societies, what can I do? What can I contribute? It's a skilled environment. You see, I tell people, everybody cannot be a medical doctor. Everybody cannot be an IT guru. And if you have to go for it. But there are some things, there are some skills that sells that at least differentiate you from the regular one. Like I tell people, if you can learn how to be a mechanic is a very good thing. Even a hairdresser is a very good thing. Being a barber is a very good thing. I remember I went to barb my hair and I was charged like $56. Converted to. So if you a barber and you have your store and in a very good area, you can make your living, contribute. So you have to prepare. Then, like I said, the trade, mechanic, welder, welding, sorts of those jobs we tends to look down in Nigeria. Those are the jobs that really sell, like that plumbing, because like all those builders called the bricklayers and this, because in this society they keep building. So you need a lot of people in that angle. You need electricians who are skilled. And because despite that you having that knowledge, if you still come here, you're still going to take some certification, but get yourself prepared. So that even when you want to take certification on being an electrician, it should be easier because you already have that knowledge. So you can transfer that knowledge into the society and to help you move. Boom. So if those minute things are being, just think about it that, okay, what do they need for every day? I want to be a organizer to change people's tire. It's a big deal here. It's a big deal here if you know how to do that. It's going to set you apart because it's considered as skilled. Though it might not be highly skilled, but it will take you above the level ground. And if you also are here, you could take all those courses and you'll be surprised. Those courses are so cheap. Go to their community colleges. And they run all those programs. Mechanic, welding, so many. So because in this society, if you're not certified, nobody will give you a job. So, but if you have that knowledge already prepared from home, you get in here, okay, fine, let me go do 1 or 2 months certification on this. You're good to go. You don't end up in the factory like most people end up, and they just keep recycling. You see people have spent 12, 15 years with the British passport, with the American passport, with the German passport, food, and they are still in those type of jobs. You have to be able to scale yourself up. Like I said, take a cue from the Chinese, and so you need to be able to do that. Then, thirdly, when you come in, look for a mentor. Look for a mentor. Even before if you look for a mentor, look for somebody, who has gone through this. Ask them. You see, look at the bad experience they went to. Ask questions. Because most time they won't want to discuss this, but you have to be able to look for a way to ask questions so that, you know the mistakes they make. So number one, you too don't make that mistake. If you follow people who have not made mistake, you'll be lost. Yeah, it's good you learn from them also. But from my own ideology, I say, who are those that have gone through hell before they got to? So attach themselves to them, learn from them gradually. Because when you go abroad, the person that picks you up at the airport will automatically become your mentor because he sees you arrive. So, he might be a good one, he might not be a good one. But if he's kind enough to tell you the truth, believe him. And if he's not kind enough, when you move around, ask questions. And back to the beginning, make your research. If you come across any challenges and this, go on Google, ask Google. It will definitely give you a clue. So it helps you to get into the environment and know what to do, how to do it. Don't just come into the environment believing or without being prepared. You'll be shocked. You have to be prepared. You have to prepare so that when you come in, you are not stereotyped. It's easily when you come in and you just be stereotyped. Just be on one level. And lastly, for today, when you come in, try to move around. Try to move around. I know some people, the day they came from the airport straight to one geographical location, the city, and if they've been in that city for 5 years, all they do is go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. And such people, most of them, have been trapped in the rat race, in the lower cadre. You see, traveling is an experience. When you move around different city, move around with people, you get to learn, you get to see, okay, what may, because some city you find yourself might not be ideal for you. It might not be ideal. It might be good for the person who is accommodating you, but it might not be good for you. So you have to figure things out. So you have to move around, okay, before you get to this place will resonate with you, because whatever resonates with you will give you a boost. Will give you a boost. Take for example, New York. Now, if you want to live in New York, yeah, New York is beautiful. But it's a fast country. Everything is moving fast. But over there in New York, they have more of highly skilled work. They don't have the low skill work. So if you are highly skilled, then that will be a good place for you. Because you have to be highly skilled. Because there are not much job. But if you move out to somewhere, okay, there's a lot of production going on. There's like Texas, Indianapolis, and this thing. You see, those places, they are production oriented. They need people. So those places will give you more leverage if you're just coming in. So that is why you need to move around and broaden your horizons. Don't just fly in and just go into that community. Just hide yourself in that cocoon without knowing what is going on around the world, around you. So my brother, my sister, fellow Nigerians, so when you're preparing to move abroad, please do a good preparation. Be sincere with yourself. So don't forget to like this page and turn up your notifications so that when we come around and talk more about JAPA and how to go into it and how to move up the ladder of living abroad, you can be part of it. So I remain your boy, Joshua, and I will say I'll see you some other time. Thank you.